Oh, are you kidding me? This rod broke. This rod broke. So last time I was here, this happened. Oh my God. Can you really blame me for coming right back? We're gonna be fishing for muskie today in this creek. It's a beautiful June afternoon. We're gonna see if we can get into them. Just like last time, we're gonna start by making a couple casts here, just standing in the reeds before we put the boat in. I have here a suspending twitch bait, I guess you call it when it's muskies. This was sent to me by Jack Latkovic of Latkovic Lures. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but he wanted me to try it out. I believe it's a prototype. So we're gonna toss it around here a little bit. Probably will change at some point, but we'll see. Maybe we'll get them on this. One of the things I've noticed about this creek, it's not very clear. You know, I caught the fish last time on top water, had another little bit of action on top water, so that's obviously going to be something I'm throwing. But before, you know, the sun gets to a certain point, I sort of prefer to throw something subsurface. I really like the way it wobbles even on a straight retrieve. Like, I think this would actually work well for walleye at night. Big walleye, I bet would hit this. More musky, of course. This is actually just a big rooster tail called a husky tail. Nothing fancy. Gonna have to figure out some kind of figure-8 solution out here with this. All right, let's quit messing around and go with what worked last time. To be fair, I gave those other two baits like no lures, but if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Had 2 fish come on in this last time, caught one. It was a little bit later than it is now yet, but this muddy water. Let's try it. The challenge is going to be what to do when you see the follow and he follows it all the way to the boat, and what do you do to make him strike when you're sitting here in this tiny kayak? That's where, I mean, it would pay to have a plan. I should probably have a plan. One plan is to just twirl it around my head like this. Which, it makes the kayak go in a circle too, so I don't know how well that'll work. Oh, fish. Oh, that's a musky. Oh, that's a big musky. That's a big musky. That's a big musky. Oh. Oh man, he's pulling drag. He's pulling drag. Yeah. Oh, are you kidding me? This rod broke. This rod broke. Oh my God, it's huge, it's huge, it's huge, it's huge, it's huge, it's huge, it's huge. I got no rod. I got no rod. Oh my God. Oh no, no. Stand. Well, that's a wrap on today, folks. No more fishing. That's okay. This, my friends, is definitely my biggest Pennsylvania muskie. Okay, this fish is about 45 inches. I mean, you can't stretch him out, so he might be bigger than that, but I'm just measuring him while he's in the water in the net, but you got to see this thing. You got to see the thickness on this thing. Look at that baby. I mean, he's like 30 pounds. That is a monster. That is a monster. That's my biggest PA muskie, baby. It is an absolute brute. It is a brute. Boom. Wow. And I broke my rod and we still got him in. What a miraculous catch. I mean, how's that for a creek muskie, am I right? How's that for a creek muskie? Look at its head. How's that? Top water, creek, broken rod. I mean, what more do you want? What more do you want? This is just a brute. Just an absolute brute. I can't believe we got him in. That is what I'm talking about. Look at this guy. Look at this guy. Let's get you back into the deep hole. Let's get you back in it. There he goes. We're gonna hang out for a few minutes. He seemed good though. I mean, he was basically in the water after the fight until that one moment I picked him up, so he should be fine. It's pretty warm elsewhere, but this creek is only like low 70s. It peaks and it drops into the mid 60s every night. So far, it's gonna get really hot later this week, but that's probably it for me. I don't even have a musky rod anymore. All right, so thank you for watching. That was insane. St. Croix's gonna kill me. That's 2 rods that I broke. Now I have no musky rod, but I'm sure they'll replace them. That was absolutely nuts. I was throwing that top water for, I don't know, 15 minutes, and then got the strike, and I got to see it on camera, but the strike didn't feel that big. I was like, is this a bass? And I was like, okay, this is not a bass. That's my biggest Pennsylvania muskie ever. I don't know how much it weighed. It weighed a lot. So broken rod, crazy fight. I cannot believe that I got that fish in. Similar to the last fish I caught here. Just this one even more so because it was bigger and it broke the rod. I mean, I don't know if the blank was bruised or if it was because it had pulled it down and then my blank was hitting the kayak. You can comment if you know how these things happen. I've had that rod for a very long time, almost 10 years, 8 years or something, so I wouldn't be surprised if the blank may have been bruised at some point and that fish just put the hurting on it that it took to finally break it. So not really that concerned, except that for not going to be musky fishing for a little while. I hope you enjoyed this video and stay tuned for the next one.